Hello, welcome back to the workshop. Today I'm just going to show you how you measure and check the wear on the ways on a lathe. This applies to lathes like the Atlas and the Myfords, which have flat ways. Not quite sure how you would do it on V-ways. Anyway, what you need is a parallel, or if you can't get hold of a parallel, a ground flat bar. Fortunately, I don't have a parallel, don't have a ground flat bar, but I am a member of a model engineering club, so I borrowed a parallel. Second thing you want to do is make sure that where you're checking has been wiped clear of dirt and oil. And all you do is you put a parallel up like that, and then you can apply thumb pressure just on the edge there and press. You can see that it moves. And that's because there's a wear down there. Okay, the carriage on this, I'll just show you, runs on these two edges. And you can check on the other side for the same. Now it's not quite worn there, doing exactly the same thing. Move it up here and you can see it moves. Now if you want to measure that, what you do is, if I can remember where I put them, you get feeler gauges out, and these are Imperial of course. You can start probing it with feeler gauges. And you just shove one in. You can see, if I just shove that in like that, you can see how far back it's worn, and then you can see how much it's worn by just working your way up through the feeler gauges until you feel resistance. Okay, we are beginning to get a slight resistance there at 4, and if I try and shove a 6th thou, you can see that is whole moving. So it's between 4 and 6 thou of wear there, and you just go up and down your ways. You can see we can do it again. So that's probably over 3. It is. Slight at 4, slight drag at 4, and definite drag at 6. And you can even, using this method, that is still got some wear in it, but I can't get the feeler gauge in there at all. So you can see it's there. It's a slight movement, but the wear there is less than 1.5 thou there. And then it goes to about 4 thou all the way down there. And it's about 4 thou across there. Now, that's how you measure it. I've been over the whole ways and checked it. 3 things I think you can do about wear on a lathe like this. Because the bed is symmetrical, you could take this off and put that down that end and spin the whole lathe, and I'm not going to do that. The other thing you can do is you can just live with it, because if it's 4 thou there and it's constant 4 thou there, and I will go and double check it again before, then if you're working over that distance, it doesn't make any difference. And then the last thing you can do is you can send the bed away and have it reground, and they'll grind this flat, and they'll grind that flat, and they'll grind that so that it's flat to this, and then you've got a new lathe, or those bits new. So that's how you check the ways on a flat bed lathe. Not very difficult, very quick, very easy, very straightforward. Gives you an idea of what you're working with. And if you have an area that's got constant wear, don't worry about it. Also, that's assuming, and you're working solely within that area, you don't need to worry about it too much. Yep. Apart from that, you only need to worry about it if you are trying to turn something completely parallel along that whole length. Now the real difficulty is it does make it more awkward to level the lathe, and I'll do a video on levelling my Myford. The Myford bed has no wear because it might as well be brand new. Coming up in the next video, I'm going to be fitting a 3-jaw chuck to this, and I will cover preparing a truck. Because it's a cheap chuck, it needs a little bit of preparation before you can use it, and then putting a back plate on here, cutting the back plate to match the chuck and all the rest of it. But thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Oh, one last thing. For Joe over at My Heap, we're discussing this. He has an Atlas 10, and his Atlas 10 has a Morse-free taper, which is correct. It is supposed to have a Morse-free taper, and this one will pass all the way through. And in actual fact, I can just push that all the way through and take it out the other end, which is not massively useful because I've got no idea what taper that is. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.